feel what I might want to do in business if you know that I have 3 children. Correct? That tells you that I'm a mother. It tells you that, okay, I'm a busy person. All of this is very important in business. Much more important than the date of my birth. Okay? So you have to know what to listen for. So listen with your mind and your body. Here we teach that listening is as important as speaking. This will all be given to you in a handout, so there's no need to write it down word for word. And that your face, your thoughts, your language, everything affects. Okay. So what's our next? Empathy. Does anybody know what empathy means? Okay. Empathy means that I can feel what you're feeling. So you're feeling sad, I say, wow, I've also been sad. I have felt sad. I know what it's like to feel sad. So how is this important in business? This means that if you say, I need this document by Monday, you want to know why? Because the client is coming, and if we don't have this document ready, we will lose that client. So it's very important to me. If you want to show empathy, you say, I understand it's so important to you. Right. Monday is the deadline. That means that timeline is extremely important. That's empathy. You're showing empathy, you're feeling what the other person is feeling. Without that, your business will not work. Particularly in the service line. Right? Service is all about interaction, maintaining your client, all of that. You have to understand that person. Let's look at what it says here. It says empathy is time. Timelines and personal details can convey the need for trust, right? So if you know that I have 3 children, you know that I have a deadline on Monday, then you can empathize with my position. I can trust you. So empathy. It's a good word to remember. Go look it up in the dictionary. How many of you look things up in the dictionary? Man, every single one of you should be raising your hands. Does anybody here have perfect English? Absolutely perfect? No. Then you should be using that online dictionary every day. Every day. So assemble. Now I was told that I have an accent, so it's harder to understand. I speak too fast with my accent, so I'm trying to slow down. I was also told I should use more simple words. That I will not do. It is not my job to use more simple words. It is your job to increase vocabulary. Right? Because I use more simple words, then how will you learn? How will you improve? So what does assemble mean?
Divana Sharma. I want to tell you that the assemble means today we are assembling in the hall, that conference hall, and we just listening you and what you are saying.
So you come all together?
Yeah, we all together.
So that is an example of the word assemble, to come all together. Let's see, gentlemen, young man at the back, why don't you tell me a definition of assemble. You raised your hand, right? Okay. Tell me your name.
Vivek Singh.
Vivek Singh.
It means collecting a lot of small jobs at a point so that work can, your main objective can be means properly done. Just for example, suppose you are making a car, then you have to assemble all the pieces of that car. By that you will build a finished car.
So you're going to bring, thank you Vivek, you're going to bring together all of the parts, put them together one by one, make a whole. Correct? Is this assemble? You don't think so? She's sitting here going, I have eyes in the back of my head, I see you all. So assemble means to bring bring together all of these different pieces into one part. So today you have all assembled, each individual student, and come here into one hall to make a body of students. A student body. So assemble. What I want you to do is know how to assemble your knowledge. Okay. You all have knowledge. You all have learned things. I want you to put those pieces that you've learned together with what you have listened and what you hear. So your job is to take what you're listening to from your senior in the corporate world, put it together with what you have learned in your MBA, and be able to speak, be able to talk about it. That is assemble. When you are part of a discussion or conversation, you need to show others that you have understood what they've said. Right? So you have to bring what they've said into your own knowledge and put it together and bring it back. So we tried to help you. Let me give you an example here. This you can write down, okay? There are two types of statements. Your first one is what we call the telling statement. Telling, T-E-L-L-I-N-G. Telling. Telling statement. Second one, showing statement. Showing, S-H-O-W-I-N-G. Showing statement. Very simple. Telling statement, showing statement. Telling statement is, I love mangoes. Mangoes are sweet. Right? I love mangoes. Showing sentence, I love mangoes because they are sweet, they are juicy, they are orange, my favorite color. I can get them throughout the